Hey, Internet. Why don't you go ahead and grab your popcorn and your drink of choice?
Hell yeah.
Maybe a Fresca? And come back, because we're about to review Detective Pikachu at TC at the Movies. Welcome back, Internet. We just got done watching Pokemon Detective Pikachu, directed by Rob Letterman, starring Justice Smith as Tim Goodman and Catherine Newton as Lucy Stevens.
Alright, guys. So basically, this movie was described as a fantasy mystery, and for the most part, it delivered. I thought it had elements of a buddy cop comedy, which was welcomed. It was funny. It was definitely funny. When I say comedy, it was definitely there. And that is thanks to Ryan Reynolds, who I think did a great job.
So in the movie, Tim is an insurance salesman, which kind of, probably stereotypically lets you believe that he's sort of middle of the run. He's, probably a boring guy.
All business, basically.
All business.
No play.
Exactly. And that is exactly shown in the movie because he's basically the only one in Rhyme City that doesn't have a Pokemon. Everyone else has a partner, and everyone else, he goes through the entire first act of everyone is saying, "Hey, why don't you have a Pokemon? Why don't you have a Pokemon?"
Where's your Pokemon?
Luckily, he runs into Detective Pikachu, and the way he does that is
Not by the best of circumstances.
not with the best circumstances. In this film, his father passes away, and so he has to go to Rhyme City into his apartment and just sort of, handle all of the things that go when that happens. In the movie, he lost his mother when he was younger. So at this point, he has
Just grandma. I
just
think.
grandma. He has nobody except grandma at home. So it kind of shows his struggle of going to do that, and it's shown very well because his dad's partner is there, and he tries to show him all, tell him about his dad, and he doesn't even want to hear it. And the reason for that is because he doesn't even know his dad. The plot of this movie was heavily character driven. Now, it is not to say that the plot was weak, but it's more to say that the plot was more cliche. But it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, because it was a buddy cop movie, but you got everything that you love
Oh yeah.
about buddy cop movies.
Definitely.
There were several twists in the plot. Now, some of the twists, not to give them away, were somewhat predictable. But again, you get all the best things about those cliches. So even though some things so you may not see it coming, but then when they present it in such a way, you realize, oh, I know what's coming next.
Right.
And then when it comes next, I would more classify it as you will celebrate what just happened instead of being upset that you've seen it 1,000 times before. So the plot is presented well,
Right.
even though it may not be as deep as other films, and it shouldn't be. It's not meant to be. It's meant to hit you with the nostalgia factor, which it does brilliantly.
Very well. Man.
You see every gen. You see a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon. You see a lot of Gen 2. You see some of the new ones. There's, I think we're at Gen 8 or 9. Regardless,
One of the 700s basically with Pokemon.
yeah, you will see tons. There are actually 54 Pokemon shown in this film.
Total. Nice.
Total. 54 total. However, they do only probably concentrate on maybe 8 to 10. So there's 8 to 10 that you see, 8 to 10 that will be named, you will talk about, and all of those things.
It's like reoccurring, right?
Reoccurring.
Okay.
But in total, there'll be 54. Now, the reason for this is because most of the Pokemon are shown in the landscape. Which I just wanted to stop and say, the cinematography in this movie was brilliant.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
The way that all the Pokemon are presented, and let's not forget that they didn't exactly create an entire Pokemon world. They essentially kept the world that we live in now. It was only slightly futuristic, but yet they did a great job superimposing all the Pokemon right where they would naturally be. So, any dark alleys, things like that. Obviously, where you would find a rat, there's Rattatas running around. You're out in the country, there's birds running around. Guess what? It's a Pidgey.
Flying around, definitely.
Yeah. Everything like that. Every situation where something would be, that's where it would be. That's why, no spoilers, dude, but there's no power plant, so there was no Mucks, no Magnemites. So if you're a fan, next one?
Maybe.
How do you feel about the Pokemon in this film?
I thought the Pokemon were great. They had a realistic, not too cartoony, so it was good. Like, Pokemon had fur, Pokemon had scales. It was nice. I really enjoyed the look that they went with.
Yeah, they had a very a realistic rendering, which made them look actually natural. Which I think it was actually there was 54, but I think they were all chosen carefully.
Right, like what's gonna look good on screen.
What's gonna look good on screen? What's not? There's a lot of Pokemon you didn't get.
What's popular?
For example, I'm not sure how you would do a Muck. For example, I just brought up a Magnemite. I guess it would just be a round ball with magnets and an eyeball. I don't know.
Oh man, to see that practical would look nice though. I mean, it would look different from all the other Pokemon shown, but a practical one would be nice. That would be cool.
Yeah. So there's probably a lot of thought that went into that. So in order to create just the landscapes that were in this film.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys don't appreciate Mr. Mime on the big screen being Mr. Mime, I don't know. You guys aren't living. I don't know. I don't. Maybe
there was 54.
I don't want to judge.
So there was 54 total Pokemon, and my 5 favorite that I had to write it down.
5 favorite guys.
Mr. Mime, hilarious. He didn't say a single word, which is the reason why he was hilarious. He was
so good, man.
He was basically Teller no pen, and it was great.
Yeah.
You saw him in the trailer, but it doesn't even matter. You go see this movie to see Mr. Mime.
Yeah, dude. You get more, by the way. You don't get the whole thing in the trailer. You get a lot more. Definitely a lot more.
And another thing that I liked was Cubone, because he was just a sweet little crybaby. But I will okay, so I'm gonna bring this up again because the proportions of all of these Pokemon were perfect.
That's right.
All the Pokemon were the perfect size. If you thought one was supposed to be huge, guess what? They were giant, big. If somebody was supposed to be small, they were small. So the Cubone was this big. That's how big they're supposed to be. When you play the game, it says they're a foot tall.
Yeah.
So sure enough, it's a little foot tall. Gyarados, giant,
dude,
and everything in between. Let's not forget Charizard. Charizard is under 6 feet. So Charizard was actually the perfect size.
Yeah.
Pikachu again was a foot and change. All the Pokemon were proportionate to the size that they're supposed to be, which I thought was one of the reasons that again the cinematography was brilliant in this film.
Just know I would have been scared if I saw any of a Mothra. No, not a Mothra. I'm sorry. Damn it. What's it?
Any legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres.
Yeah.
Torterra was. I just like Torterra because it's like a turtle with bushes.
Great scene with those guys, by the way.
Greninja, they're the best. One of the best chase scenes I've seen in a long time. They were definitely involved. And the Apom were they're purple monkeys and they're super cute.
When you had mentioned that you met Detective Pikachu back at his dad's house, Tim also found a vial, which he, like anybody else would, popped it open in his face, and it sprayed in his face, and it also released outside into the wild, which got a hold of what's the Pokemon?
Apom.
Apom. Yeah. Cool. I didn't even know who that was, and that was pretty cool. But it made the pack or group of them go insane, man. They started, while the character of Tim's walking around in his house.
That's right. because it wasn't very clear on what it was, because it made him go crazy. So it just kind of made it seem like it was like a drug or just.
It was almost like if like it gave you an adrenaline boost. That's what I felt like it kind of was. It was cool, man. Definitely. So talking about Pokemon, there was battles. There's definitely battles. If you wanted to go to this movie to watch battles, there's at least two for you. There's Gengar versus Blastoise.
Yep.
It wasn't too much, but you get enough, and it was satisfying. Definitely satisfying. And then you also get Charizard versus Pikachu. That was fun. That was fun. You also get the trainer. He gives it to his Charizard to fight Pikachu. Like, that's a little overkill, don't you think, man?
Well, Pikachu did win the previous time.
That's right. He did. He did him dirt. So
He still has a scar.
yeah, he was a revenger this day. So Chewy, what do you think? Or I know we talked about the things we liked and the things that we saw and stuff like that. Anything maybe you didn't so much enjoy?
Well, I like the Nick and Greg, but I will say one thing that I did not like, which is actually the really minuscule thing. Mewtwo has Sonic teeth.
Mewtwo had teeth.
Mewtwo had teeth, and the reason he had teeth was because he talked.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked a lot, and he used his teeth and showed them a lot.
That's right.
Which was weird. And I'll be honest, the first time I seen Sonic's teeth, I didn't think it was that weird. But once I've seen Mewtwo talk with those same teeth, I realized that it was actually kind of weird. So that's probably the only thing I didn't like. Because the movie did hit home run on a lot of points for me.
It's a great movie.
But if any of you out there do not bring up those Sonic teeth, and if you like Mewtwo teeth but not Sonic teeth,
just saying, man.
Just
maybe like.
Maybe there's something else you don't like.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you.
What about you, Tiny?
Well, for me, I enjoyed that Geodude was in it. What I didn't like is his screen time. It was like 3 seconds, and I get it. You get a lot of Pokemon. You got to have a lot of Pokemon get their shine, and you only had a certain amount of time. But I did enjoy that. What I didn't like was that it was just so small of screen time. Also, gotta say, no Team Rocket, kind of a disappointment. Like, I know I didn't expect Jesse or James or.
Yeah, but at least the generic Team Rocket.
Yeah, like give me.
It's a generic Team Rocket, but we didn't get that.
Give me Lisa and Bobby. Like, I'm not even mad at that. Like, I don't know who they are. They're probably just the rejects. But like, I would have took that, and
a guy with black clothes, a hat, and an R, some white gloves, and
like
a whip. I don't know. And I'm good.
Give me a talking Meowth.
I'm good.
Give me a talking Meowth. But that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna complain.
The whole you know what? The whole thing would have been.
Even though I just did.
It would have been if Meowth was in this film.
At least Meowth. Walking to a bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing something funny. Maybe hanging out with Detective Pikachu.
Getting
getting some coffee or something.
They're the only two that could talk.
But whatever. It was a great movie though. But overall, what do you think?
I'm gonna give this movie a B+.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was funny in all the right moments. I thought it was not dramatic but serious, and in just enough moments. I thought it was basically everything that you needed for nostalgia, everything that you needed to laugh.
Give me the nostalgia.
It gave you a little bit to cry. So it gave you emotions.
Definitely made you feel.
So because it gave me plenty of emotions. Not enough of the Pokemon I wanted, just 54 out of the 900 and change. I will give this movie again a B+.
Cool.
Tiny?
For me, I gotta give it an A, man. I was like 11 when Pokemon came out for me. At least when I started paying attention. I was buying the cards, playing the Nintendo. I had Red, by the way.
Blue?
Pokemon Red. Right? We're able to trade. But, that was me, man. And I gotta say, Nostalgia factor check, please. You know, I give it an A. It was good, man. It's fun. Fun, fun, fun. Definite fun factor. Check it out. So, guys, grab that popcorn and drink a choice and enjoy Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
If you like this video, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit that too. But tell us why.
Yeah.
Or tell us what you did like.
Please.
Lighting, video, audio,
All that.
all that. See you next time at the movies. Cut.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Guys, we checked out Pokemon Detective Pikachu in 3D. Yes, I did pay a little more, and yes, we did receive some Pokemon cards.
Let me get them.
But we all... Oh, nice. Not only did we enjoy the movie in 3D, guys, but me and Chewy here, we enjoyed the movie by ourselves. Yes.
Darn right.
We're the only ones in the theater. It was great. It was the last showing, 3D.
It was the last showing. There were
9 o'clock.
There was about 15 theaters in that same complex showing this film. So
Yeah.
there was plenty of people seeing it.
Just not in 3D.
Just not in 3D. Now
I'm grateful, man.
Now was it necessary? Was it necessary to make in 3D? No. Was it necessary to watch in 3D? Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Pokemon. What'd you get?
Detective Pikachu,
Sick.
foil,
Nice.
and Snubble.
Cool. Oh, also, he was
Cop
funny.
dog? Police dog?
It was a great police dog. What I got in my pack was a Detective Pikachu and a Lickitung.
That's right.
I think they're all basic, but can you also
Yeah.
you can also get a Charizard, which I am going to go watch the movie a few more times, so I hope to get. Thanks again, guys.